Before the video starts, make sure to go join the Discord. The link is in the bio. Over 120 people in there now. It is growing. Get in there. Get active. Let's get into today's video. Hey guys, what is up? And welcome back to another round review for the AFL Subscriber League. Now, if you guys are just joining this, make sure to go sign up for the NBA Subscriber League. I'll put the link in the bio. That just released yesterday. We're trying to make that as big as possible as well. But if you're not in that, make sure to get into that. Let's get into today's video. So another successful week in the Subscriber League. A lot of close games. The Vikings. Now, I thought the Vikings were the team to beat. They came out and were beaten by the Sharks. We had the kick after the siren, and then we also had the debut of the Thunder. So another exciting week. We had a lot of people watching the video, so I just want to thank you guys so much for watching them. If you're not in the Discord, get in there as well. We're trying to grow this community. There'll be a special video tomorrow, which I'll announce a bit later on. But let's get into the results for the weekend. So the Bulls were defeated by the Thunder, 9-2-56 to 6-1-37. The Thunder looked pretty good. We also had the extremely close game on Saturday. That was unreal. 14-4-88 to 13-3-87. A kick after the siren. Crazy Tornadoes bounced back, and the Vikings were defeated by the Sharks. So let's start with the Thunder and the Bulls. Now, this was on Friday. We got our first look at the Thunder, who came out to actually prove a little bit. I mean, their captain is Nat Fife. I didn't know how well they would go. I mean, the Bulls did have the win last week. This game started out with the Bulls getting off to a nice little start here. You see the Bulls kicking away. I definitely thought that the Bulls were definitely favorites going to this game, just because we did not know basically anything about the Thunder, but they actually did come to play early on. Now, the Bulls did get the jump, but then the Thunder did fight back, and they actually were really good. Now, Eye on the Goat stood out for me for the Thunder. He was really good in the half-back line. I did say that the Vikings did have probably the best back line, but I mean, the Thunder definitely give them a run for their money. They only allowed the Bulls to kick the 6 goals for this game, and they were pretty good in this game. Also in the Discord, I'm going to give a shout out to Damon Crowley. He's been doing some terrific stuff with his editing. If you guys want to go into the Discord, check his stuff out, give him a little bit of praise. I'll show some of his stuff a bit later on, but he's been really good. There's also a few other people who have been doing some really nice edits, and you guys will see some of the edits at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around for that. But this game did have it all. It was a tough game, a tough grind. It's great to see the Thunder get on the board with a big win in this video. Happy with how they went. They sealed the deal. The game was over. The Bulls did have a little bit of a late charge, but like I said, the Thunder's defense were just a little bit too strong in this game, and they eventually ran out winners in a tight game. So the Thunder get on the board. Every single team, I think, is now 1-1 in this season, except for the Panthers, who are yet to register a win. But 6-1-37, the Bulls to the Thunder, 9-2-56. Eye on the Goat, probably best on ground. Joel kicked 3 for the Thunder. Mitch Robertson had 2. Over and looking at the Bulls, Downey had 9. Vincent had 8. And Sam Stacey kicked 2. A pretty good game. I mean, the Thunder definitely held the Bulls, who did have a big win last week, to only the 6 goals. So it'll be interesting to see how they go this week in round number 3. So let's get into the next game. And the next game was the Wolves and the Tornadoes. I was expecting a big response out of the Tornadoes after what happened last week, where they were just dismantled by the Vikings. Playing on their home ground at the Gabba, the Wolves coming off a win in the Subscriber League round 1. It was panic stations early on for the Tornadoes. The Wolves were looking good. Unlikely Odom bobbing up here, kick a goal. I thought, no, there is no way that this Wolves team, this Tornadoes team, is going to get the same treatment. But it definitely did look like that early on. I think the Tornadoes kicked, the Wolves kicked the first 3 goals in this game, and I was actually pretty worried for this Tornadoes team. But they did answer through a goal here late in the quarter, and they were actually playing some good footy of their own. In the second quarter, it was the best, I think, scoring quarter in the series so far. They were absolutely unbelievable. I think they kicked 7 goals in the second quarter to set up a lead. So they had a big turnaround in this second term, and they ended up grabbing a pretty handy lead heading into halftime. They really did come to play. It's great to see them bounce back after what happened in round number 1, which you definitely could not pick. We go into the second half, where the Wolves were fighting back. The Wolves were definitely coming, but the Tornadoes just had the answers. Have a look at this. This was still in the second quarter. It was a goals onslaught. But we get into the second half, like I said, and the Wolves definitely were not going to lie down. They definitely were going to fight back, and they did. They brought this game right back in. It did end up resulting in a kick after the siren, which I definitely did not plan. I mean, that was just unbelievable. You see here, though, the Tornadoes just looked like they were going to skip away, but the Wolves just did have the answers. They were not going to give this game up easy. So the Tornadoes actually, the Wolves actually had 2 opportunities to win this game. You see here, I think this was McLeod. This was to win the game. So he kicks this, they win the game. Unfortunately, he hits the post, and then they have one more opportunity here. You see a kick inside 50, and I think this might be Declan who may took the mark in. It was actually Nigel who took the mark in the final stander. So the siren sounds. They have an opportunity to win the game. So this would have been absolutely huge. My heart was in my mouth. I was like, there's no way this could end. This would have been heartbreak for the Tornadoes after they bounced back after that disappointing performance in round 1. He did not make the distance, and it just gets punched over the line. And heartbreak for the Wolves, and the Tornadoes get their first win of the Subscriber League in a great fashion. Unbelievable. So the final score in this game, a narrowest margin, one single point. 14-488 the Tornadoes to the Wolves, 14-387. Shane Crawford, 11 disposals. Flynn Cripps, 11 and 3 goals. He was probably best on ground. Damon Crowley had 13 for the Wolves. Now, make sure to check out Damon Crowley's editing on the Discord. So this is some of his work. I was quickly putting in here. He's been doing stuff like this. Looks really, really cool. He's also been doing, like, I think, just unbelievable stuff. Go check him out as we get into the final final game of the round. This was yesterday. This was the Sharks and the Vikings at Optus Stadium. I was expecting the Vikings to, were they going to back up the performance from last week when they came out and absolutely dominated the Tornadoes? This was different. The Vikings did actually get off to a pretty good start in this game, but the Sharks did hold them down. I think the Sharks hit the first 2 goals of this game. Lance Franklin was good. Jay Kerr was really good for the Sharks. Gary Ablett Sr. was really, really good. But if you're versing the Vikings after we know the scoring power that they do possess, you definitely do want to get off to a good start. And the Sharks did do that in this game. You see Jay Kerr line up. He gets this home. 1 straight 6 by 0. And Lance Franklin had multiple opportunities as well in this game to kick some goals for the Sharks. For the Vikings, you see him here snap towards goal. He misses. He also gets another chance here. The Vikings probably could have been out by a lot more. Now, they did get out to a pretty big lead in this final second quarter. You see they actually did get out to a pretty big lead. But the Sharks did fight back in this game. It was good to see the Sharks really push it on. The Sharks did have that disappointing loss to the Bulls the other day. Jay Kerr really set the standard in this game. He was probably one of the best on ground in this match. He loaded up on the left foot, but they did have some really nice goal kickers. Cody for the Sharks, I think, kicked 4 goals, and the Sharks were just a little bit too good in the end. It's good to see the Sharks respond. Maybe the Vikings are not the statement team that I thought they were. They had that massive win over the Tornadoes, so interesting to see how they'll go in round number 3 as we prepare for another round in the Subscriber League. Now, I think next week, before we close this video out, I'm pretty sure kicking off proceedings of round number 3 will be the Panthers and Tornadoes. So that will be at 4:45 p.m. At the Panthers home ground. On Saturday, the Vikings will take on the Thunder at 3 o'clock, and to round out the league, it'll be Wolves and the Sharks on Twilight Footy on 4:45. So a big win here for the Sharks. It's good to see them get on the board. Let's quickly have a look at the stats before we get into the ladder and look at the leading goal kickers and close another round review. So Rowan had 15. He tried hard all day, basically all day. The Aussie lad had 3. Lance Franklin kicked 2. He probably was a bit wasteful. For the Sharks, Corey had 11. Toysman had 10. Gary Ablett Sr. had 9. Gary Ablett Sr. kicked 4. Cody kicked 4. And Jay Kerr kicked 3. Jay Kerr really set the standard early on. I really liked his game. Let's go and have a look at the ladder before we close this video out. So this is the ladder so far, how we're looking. I know the Panthers are on 0%. That is a typo, so I'll fix that up in the next video. The Thunder are on top of the ladder because they had their... probably it doesn't look the same because they've only played the one game. The Vikings are 2nd, Sharks 3rd, Wolves will go into 4th position. So it's a very tight league at the minute. You can see all teams on 4 points except for the Panthers, who are yet to register a win. I'm sure they will bounce back this week on Friday. I'm excited to see how they go. It should be a big matchup this Friday. But before we close out, I just want to say thanks to Coop. I think it's Coop 10. Just how he's been going with the round 2. He's holding the goal kicking for me. He's keeping all statistics. So Gary Ablett Sr. still leads. Lance Franklin is on 2nd. Tony Lockett moves into 3rd. He was pretty quiet. Luke Day from the Bulls has 5. Jay Kerr has 5 as we go down the list. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm enjoying getting these videos out to you. Get in the Discord. Also register for the NBA Subscriber League, which will be probably happening on the PS5. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay blessed. And I'll see you guys in a video tomorrow, which will be very exciting. So get ready for that. I'll see you guys later. Stay blessed.